A very good evening and welcome to the Week in 30 Minutes. The English News Department has prepared a variety of reports today that highlight the main events that have recently taken place throughout the state of Kuwait. Our committed team of correspondents has kept busy on the streets of Kuwait searching for stories that are currently at the forefront of the news.
Today's episode includes a report on our national squash team who recently participated in the 17th Asian Games in South Korea. Another report deals with the visit of the president of the Arab World Institute in Paris. And today's episode also includes a report about the first exhibition of the young artist Amani El-Mayas. We will also shed light once again on the Toastmasters Club in Kuwait. More reports are coming your way, so let's begin.
From the Sahara Golf Club, this is Sarah Club.
From the Radisson Blue, I'm Gema Jaburi.
From the Sahel Club, this is Salim Kandiri.
From the Scientific Center, this is Hiba Abdulrahman.
I'm Badriya Saleh, reporting for the Week in 30 Minutes.
We begin with sports. Kuwait's national squash team recently returned home after a vigorous and successful contribution to the 17th Asian Games, bringing home gold and bronze medals.
This year's Asian Games combine a total of 45 nations from across the Asian continent and is considered the second largest multi-sport event after the Olympics. Our colleague Badriya Al-Saleh has more in this report.
His Excellency Sheikh Salman Al-Hamoud Al-Salim Al-Sabah, Minister of Information and Minister for State of Youth Affairs, along with representatives of Kuwait's National Squash Federation, gathered early this morning to greet the national team as they returned from participating at the 17th Asian Games. It was a joyous reunion, awarded that this year Kuwait brought home 2 medals.
I'd like to express my happiness here today in the VIP lounge in Kuwait airport, receiving our champions from the Squash Sport Federation after achieving their Asian Games medal in gold and bronze. I do really praise and congratulate the outstanding achievement of the Squash Sport Federation within the Asian Games, especially recognizing our champion Abdullah Al-Mzayyin, who achieved the gold medal. Asia is known for squash, and achieving that in the Asian Games, it's a big achievement where I would like to congratulate Squash Sport Federation President Mr. Walid Al-Sma'i and members of the board for their excellent preparation for such game. Also, looking forward that they will continue with their efforts to put Kuwait achievements high.
Well, I'm very happy to be here when I'm arriving in Kuwait and I see all the people, especially Sheikh Salman. He welcomed me, and I'm very happy to be here and watch my friends, my brother, and hopefully I can do much better for the next tournament. For this one, the gold medal, I'm very happy for that. But I will not stop for that. I will do much better next tournament.
On Tuesday, Abdullah Al-Mzayyin won Kuwait's first gold medal at the 17th Asian Games after beating Indian rival Ghosal Surav. The team also brought home bronze after losing against Indian counterpart 0-2.
Today, our team arrived to Kuwait from Korea Incheon. They have a bronze medal at team and gold medal at individual. We would like to congratulate for all Kuwaiti people and for Highness the Amir and for our federation. This good things happen to Kuwait. This is first time we take gold medal individual and first time we take bronze medal. And we will hope to continue these things in next years.
The new awarded medals brings Kuwait's tally up to 6 medals, 1 gold and 1 bronze in squash, 3 silver and 1 bronze in shooting competitions.
Fresh off the plane and still weary with jet lag, the team is already discussing training for next month's tournament in Qatar. At the VIP lounge at Kuwait International Airport, I'm Badriya Saleh reporting for The Week in 30 Minutes.
Mazen, I know you were there in South Korea for the golf competition. Can you tell us more about your
Sure.
experience?
Yes, I was. I was a member of the golf national team. First, I'd like to congratulate Abdullah Al-Mzayin on his amazing achievement.
Yes,
Truly
yes.
amazing. He's a young guy and he got the gold medal in squash for Kuwait. I think he has a very bright future ahead. As for the golf competition, we went a 3-member team. Young kids, 15-year-old. So we participated, just as Abdullah participated in the previous Asian Games. He didn't get anything, but this time he got a gold medal. The main objective was to participate in this competition. There are about 13,000 total athletes participating in this Asian event.
That's great.
So our participation was successful in the sense that they got to meet other players and they got to see what it is like to compete in an amazing, huge event. As the report said, it is the second to the Olympics.
Yeah, nothing like experience.
Absolutely. Okay, so our next report also comes from our colleague Badriya Saleh, who attended the 18th meeting of the chiefs of GCC media agencies. The meeting was inaugurated by the Minister of Information and Minister of State for Youth Affairs, Sheikh Salman Sabah al-Salim Mahmoud al-Sabah, who reaffirmed the zeal of media cohesiveness among the GCC countries based on common goals and destiny.
The meeting gathers heads of the GCC news agencies as well as the GCC Assistant Secretary General for the Cultural and Information Affairs, Khalid bin Salim Al-Ghassani, and comes ahead of the GCC ministerial meeting. Let's watch.
In his inaugural speech at the 18th meeting of the Chiefs of Gulf Cooperation Council news agencies, Sheikh Salman Mahmoud Salim Al-Sabah said that the successive GCC summit meetings recommended closer coordination among the GCC wire services, constituting a collective responsibility for all. Concerning the strong media focus on current events taking place in the Middle East, Sheikh Salman said these exceptional conditions in the Arab region and the events in neighboring countries prompt media policymakers to double their efforts in serving their communities and directing public opinion towards shared interests. Sheikh Salman said it was an honor for the collective to shoulder this responsibility and work together towards common goals.
Good evening. I'd like to welcome GCC news agencies here in Kuwait, holding their meeting and preparing their agenda for the coming ministerial meeting of the Gulf cooperation countries. Many important issues will be discussed. I tried in my speech to welcome them and convey the importance of the agencies, news agencies, in supporting our international image and defending the GCC countries in their process to prevail peace and prosperity in this world. So on behalf of myself, Minister of Information, Kuwait News Agency Kona, we welcome our dear guests here in Kuwait, wishing them all the best.
Sheikh Salman stated that the GCC wire services are one of the most influential media outlets, helping bring diverse groups of people closer together, support decision-making processes, and promote socio-economic development. He said he takes pride in the fact that the GCC now holds representatives around the globe seeking to cover the news in a timely, objective, and professional manner. Meanwhile, KONA's board chairman and director general, Sheikh Mubarak El-Dayj El-Ibrahim Al-Sabah, said this meeting is part of a chain aiming to augment coordination among the brothers in the region and promote media discourse, seeking for a greater role of the media in serving GCC societies amidst the unprecedented and accelerated developments on both a regional and international level. Moreover, President of the Saudi press agency Abdullah bin Fahd al-Hussein said he hopes the current meeting will lead to a roadmap for the GCC wire services in addressing the challenges of the 21st century, particularly relating to the information and communication technology revolution.
The minister and his esteemed guests closed the evening by communing together over a dinner, all in line with the celebration of the award festivities. At Jumeirah Hotel, I'm Badriya Saleh reporting for The Week in 30 Minutes.
Thank you, Badriya, for those two reports. Coming up next, the French Embassy in the State of Kuwait held a press conference in the presence of Mr. Jack Lang, the president of the Arab World Institute Paris office and former cultural prime minister of France. The press conference took place at the Radisson Blu Hotel. The objective of Mr. Lang's visit is to maintain dialogue with key authorities in the arts and cultural arenas. Lang's visit also takes the opportunity to pay tribute to His Highness the Emir, Sheikh Sabah Al-Ahmed Al-Jabr Al-Sabah, for his generous and continuous support and to launch talks with the Kuwaiti authorities about common cultural projects.
The Arab World Institute has several exhibitions in Kuwait. It works closely with Dar al-Athar al-Islamiyya, a Kuwaiti entity dedicated to the Islamic cultural heritage with a variety of works of art and mobile exhibitions. Ghanwa Jabbour has the full report.
The Arab World Institute was born out of the will to develop awareness of Arab humanism, including arts, culture and knowledge nationwide. France enjoys deep relations with the countries of the Arab world and hosts millions of citizens originating from Arab and Muslim countries.
Kuwait is a country which is loved and appreciated. Kuwaitis are friends, and French people are friends of Kuwait. During this period, we admire the Emir, who has been presented as a world leader for humanitarian action, and we are very happy that Kuwait and the Emir is congratulated for his noble action. As you know, I am here as the president of the Institute of Arab World, and Kuwait was one of the creators of this institute in the past, and we wish that Kuwait could be very present in our action, in our activities. And so I met many people here to invite them to come to Paris.
Mr. Jack Lang, president of the Arab World Institute Paris, has achieved phenomenal grounds in the arts and cultural arena. His visit to Kuwait therefore has strong cultural connotations and further aims at developing the strong existing cultural dialogue and projects between AWI and the Kuwaiti authorities.
Culture, after our common action with President Mitterrand, culture become one of the heart of the society. and we wanted for the young people, for all the citizens, give them the possibility to discover the different artistic and cultural activities. And this period was a very intense period, and I hope it will continue. In a modern society, it can be a source of movement, a source of civility. It could be also an excellent instrument against violence, against ignorance. And if we want to facilitate the progress of the society, culture has a great role to play.
Kuwait belongs to the founding members of the Arab World Institute and took part in its inauguration in 1987. The Arab World Institute and Kuwait have maintained strong ties due to countless exhibitions, shared projects, mutual visits and a strong patronage from Kuwait, which is the first sponsor of the Institute. Mr. Jacques Lan, President of the Arab World Institute Paris, graced Kuwait with his presence today, addressing a number of important issues. From the Radisson Blu, I'm Genwa Jaburi reporting to you for the week in 30 minutes.
From the Sahara Golf Club, this is Sarah Glub.
From the Radisson Blu, I'm Genwa Jaburi.
From Sahel Club, this is Salim Kandiri.
From the Scientific Center, this is Heba Abdurrahman. I'm Badriya Saleh, reporting for the week in 30 minutes.
The National Council for Culture, Arts and Letters recently inaugurated the first specialized exhibition for the young artist Amani Al-Mayes. The event took place at Abdulaziz Hussein Cultural Center in Mishraf area and is considered part of the Council's patronage of Kuwaiti talents in different domains.
The National Council for Culture, Arts and Letters, NCCAL, is the main government body involved in Kuwait's artistic life. It oversees the operations of the National Museum, performing arts institutes, the libraries, archaeological excavations, and the conservation of cultural heritage. The National Council also organizes all types of cultural events. Heba Abdurrahman has more in the following report.
The talented young artist Amani Al-Mayes earned the visitors' impression while touring her first artistic exhibition that took place at Abdulaziz Hussein Cultural Center in Mishraf area. The visitors enjoyed the exhibition that was full of paintings from the formative arts narrating the old Kuwaiti environment, whether the land or the marine, in addition to some paintings describing the old Kuwaiti traditional customs. The Assistant Secretary General for Culture at the National Council for Culture, Arts and Letters, Dr. Badr Douish, praised the level of paintings by the artist Amani Al-Mayes, describing them as inimitable talent. He added that this exhibition is one of many important events sponsored by the National Council for Culture, Arts and Letters to support such energies and honor them to become a role model for their generation. Al-Douish said that the care of these exhibitions are among the strategies of the National Council for Culture, Arts and Letters to highlight the creative talents, stressing the desire of the country, representing by the Council on the care and attention for the young generations from plastic art, story writing, poetry and other literature and arts. He explained that the cultural events reflect the civilized face of Kuwait and expressed his happiness that the opening of the exhibition, which was able to exist through beautiful paintings made by a talented girl to please the audience, who encouraged her to continue her efforts in this area. For her part, Amani Al-Mayes expressed her thanks to the National Council for Culture, Arts and Letters and patronizing her first personal exhibition, saying that the encouragement of her grandmother and the council helped in developing the technical level. She added that the participation in a number of sessions and exhibitions contributed to refine her talent, including the 4th Summer Cultural Festival, the 5th Young Formative Arts Festival, a course in painting with the artist Saoud Al-Jaraj, and the exhibition of Khalifa Al-Qattan for children and teenagers for the formative arts.
The art exhibition includes 20 paintings which were made of colors and painted wood inspired by ideas of Kuwaiti heritage, past and Kuwaiti environment. And that's what we were talking about several times before. Supporting, encouraging and patronizing the Kuwaiti talents create what we can see right now, a specialized exhibition for the promising artist Amani Al-Mayes. From Abdulaziz Hussein Cultural Center in Mishrif area, this is Heba Abdurrahman reporting for the Week in 30 Minutes.
Since 1924, Toastmasters International has helped people of all backgrounds gain self-confidence, especially when it comes to performing before an audience. The Toastmasters Club is an international non-profit organization that helps its members develop public speaking skills. Headquartered in California, USA, it is presented in 121 countries with about 280,000 members.
Toastmasters is made up of different speech clubs with 20 to 30 signed up members each. The different clubs have an executive committee, which is an elected body that takes up the various tasks of the club. Members give impromptu talks on assigned topics, conduct meetings, and develop skills related to timekeeping, grammar, and parliamentary procedures. Correspondent Sarah Glubb has more in the following report.
Even the best speakers at one point in their life had stage fright when facing an audience. Public speaking is not an easy thing, yet Toastmasters International was set up to help people become natural public speakers and gain confidence in front of an audience by completing various projects and modules.
Toastmasters was started in 1924 in the United States, and it was to help up-and-coming businessmen. It was only men that were allowed until about 20 years ago. So it was established to help young men better their communication skills and leadership skills. In Kuwait, we started it 15 years ago with Kuwait Toastmasters, and Abdullah Al-Mehdi and several others, Grace McGregor, Dr. Grace McGregor, DTM, Anil Lobo, and them were the first members. Now, at this present time, we have 24 plus clubs here in just the English speaking. We also have two other divisions. We have G and M, which are the Arabic, which they also have 24 plus.
When you join, there are, as I said, two levels. One is communication and one is the leadership. Communication, the first is the basic manual, which is called Competent Communicator. In Competent Communicator, there are 10 projects at different levels. The first project is basically, it's called an icebreaker, for example. It's how you come on stage and you tell about yourself, so you feel comfortable in talking. And the second project talks about how to organize your speech. Third project goes further down. Similarly, each project, it raises the bar. That's how we learn the communication skill. Once you finish the 10 projects, then it's called CC, or Competent Communicator. After that, we have Advanced Project Series. There are several manuals for Advanced Project Series. Each manual has 5 projects. For example, like specialty speeches, or talking to a media, or humorously speaking, entertainment speakers. So these are different manuals which specifically focuses on certain items. Like for example, if I am a technical person, I would like to improve my skill on technical presentation, I take up a manual for technical presentation and I practice. So that's how you take up advanced series. In advance, for every 2 advanced project is completed, like 10 projects is finished, then he gets a title called ACB, Advanced Competent Bronze, or ACG. Similarly, the other parallel track is called leadership track. In leadership track, you have seen during the club meeting, there is a president, there is a vice president, public relation, vice president education, vice president membership. So each person has a defined role, what he is supposed to do. By doing all these roles, he learns the leadership activity. Finally, when you complete all the gold communication, ACG and ALS, then you get an award called DTM, that's called Distinguished Toastmaster. That's the highest award a person can reach.
Toastmaster clubs are usually designed to help professionals, yet Toastmaster gavel clubs cater to all the avid public speakers under the age of 18 who wish to polish their leadership skills and gain confidence.
We have something called a gavel program, which is for children under the age of 18. So they normally go to the gavel program, and we have about 10 to 15 gavel clubs across Kuwait. Some of these clubs are in excess of 40 to 50 members. Down in Mangaf, there's, I think, 60 kids that come there every week. Once you're over the age of 18, you move into the adult clubs. That's required by Toastmasters.
Toastmasters International supports and helps build new clubs by providing a positive and educational experience in which members are empowered to develop their leadership and communication skills, resulting in greater confidence and personal growth. From the Better Books Cafe in Samia, this is Sarah Gleb reporting for The Week in 30 Minutes. From the Sahara Golf Club, this is Sarah Gleb.
From the Radisson Blue, I'm Gema Jaburi.
From Sahara Club, this is Salim Kandiri.
From the Scientific Center, this is Heba Abdurrahman.
I'm Badriya Saleh, reporting for The Week in 30 Minutes.
This brings us to the end of tonight's episode of The Week in 30 Minutes. We hope to see you again same time next week. Our highly dedicated team of correspondents is constantly out on the field searching for reports that matter most to you. We look forward to receiving your feedback on the stories we covered today. We are also ready to cover issues that are of special interest to you.
So please email us your suggestions at moikuwaitnews, and you can also at gmail.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at moikuwaitnews, and also on Facebook at moikuwaitnews. And of course, if you'd like to see our reports once again, you can visit our YouTube channel at moikuwaitnews. And before we end, we would like to congratulate the Kuwaiti leadership, the citizens of Kuwait, and the expatriate community on the advent of Eid al-Adha holiday.
كل سنة وانتم طيبين. Thank you for joining us tonight, and see you next week with more exclusive reports. Have a very good night.
Good night.